When I think of learning, it makes sense to consider two different zones that students might be located in during the process of learning. I see the learning zone consuming the bulk of the process, right? This would represent the time when students are still actively learning, making mistakes, applying new thoughts and ideas, and receiving actionable feedback on their work. This is a zone where new information, ideas, and concepts are introduced, where students have an opportunity to practice and apply these new skills. The performance zone is different. Given evidence that students have demonstrated proficiency during the learning zone, a teacher has prepared a task that students will complete in order to show the teacher what they know. This is the summative portion of learning, the opportunity to elicit final evidence from students. It is in this phase that we see tests, exams, presentations, research papers, debates, and more. And when we dig into these two zones, we realize they are very different, and they should be. When we look specifically at the goals, the activities, the focus, the expectations, and the benefit, we notice that the learning zone is an area in which students demonstrate improvement, where the performance zone is that moment in which they show everything. That's the one moment to do your very best. But the activities are different. I mentioned that a little bit before. The focus is different. When we talk about feedback, understand that that's very specific and that's very descriptive. That's actionable. That holds up a mirror to students, showing them what they should have done and then how they can apply that to the next iteration. That's actionable and descriptive feedback. Whereas in the performance zone, when students are demonstrating that knowledge, that skill, that's where we make a final judgment on that learning by issuing a grade. And I think if we apply these things correctly, we can stop perpetuating this notion of a fixed mindset and actually get in the pit with students, show them that they can grow, and nurture that growth mindset. So to answer the question, it's my opinion that we should not be grading a Nearpod, because I feel pretty clearly that a Nearpod lesson, no matter the length, when we design and facilitate that experience with students, it falls very clearly, to me, it falls very clearly in the learning zone, where students should receive feedback on their learning. They should know what the end target is and where they are in relation to that target and what steps they need to do in order to get to that target. To me, Nearpods do not deserve a grade. They should be for the purpose of learning.